In this experiment, we're talking about carbon dioxide. So it's a gas, right? Like when you breathe out carbon dioxide. Here in the lab, we have frozen carbon dioxide. Dry ice. Okay, so it's just frozen carbon dioxide gas. You can actually see it turning into a gas if we submerge it in water. And you'll see a couple of things happening here. So we've got, you can see the bubbles coming up here as the dry ice is changing from a solid to a gas. It's also very, very cool. The dry ice is about 109 degrees below zero. So as this very cold gas kind of bubbles through the water, it also picks up a lot of the moisture. And so what you're actually seeing here is a cloud, or it's water vapor. So let's.
Oh, he's goosing up the mix.
Why is the gas sinking?
Ooh.
Like, why would it not? Why would it
Why
sink
wouldn't
rather
it?
than?
Right, it doesn't rise up. Oh, there you go, buddy.
It has to do with, there's actually
It's
two
heavy.
reasons. Okay, because most of the gas here is that the condensation is contained in is carbon dioxide gas, which is very heavy. It sinks. So if we were looking here, let's compare carbon dioxide with oxygen. Have a little bit of carbon dioxide, oxygen, you can tell which one's going to be heavier, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so carbon dioxide sinks, and it also helps it that the gas is very cold. Because cold gases are more dense, and so actually if we were looking at carbon dioxide gas when it's cold, it might be taking up this much space, and then as it gains temperature, the electrons start to spread out a little bit on each molecule and expands in size. Well, and what are most of the buildings in DC made out of? Like the monuments and everything?
Marble.
Marble. This pretty blue liquid here, it's called Bromothymol Blue. It's an indicator. And let's see what happens to it if we put a little bit of carbon dioxide in it. It only takes a little piece. So we've got a couple things happening.
Color.
Yeah, it changes color
Beautiful.
from blue to yellow when it encounters anything acidic. Okay. Now, carbon dioxide by itself is not an acid, but it becomes an acid when it mixes with water. And so, a chemical reaction takes place. It forms carbonic acid, and marble, of course, is a base. It's basic. It's the opposite of an acid. Let's say there's a lot of pollution in the air, a lot of it being carbon dioxide. It rains. Some of that gets trapped in the rainwater. Falls down on the monuments, and it neutralizes the acid rain, but it does so kind of at the expense of the marble on the building. So over time, you'll notice that the marble on buildings kind of begins to break down. So that's one of the concerns, especially here in DC, because there's so much marble.